Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs for June 27th, 2020. This is a reading for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'm just going to invite you guys to check out the links that I have down below in my description box if you guys are interested in any of the tarot decks that you see me using. And then also I want you to check out your Mercury in retrograde and your new moon in Cancer, summer solstice, solar eclipse readings that are coming out this week. I will have those also linked to the end of this video. So check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. We're going to just finish up this week the same as we have been all week. We're going to pull two little divine doors to see what messages these beautiful little portals have for us for the end of the reading. And then we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. So let's jump into this. I think we had that one before. I'm just taking these two. Sorry, I just got this funny message. If any of you guys have ever been to Dublin and you've been to Dorian Gray, the Oscar Wilde's house there in Dublin, that's what that reminded me of. Some of you might be reading Dorian Gray or thinking about it or heard about it recently. It's an interesting message. Fears of growing old. All right, let's go ahead and invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, spirit guides, and ascended masters to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear. For the collective, June 27th, 2020. Messages for the collective, June 27th, 2020. Hermit, Four of Pentacles. I like it. I really, really like the Five of Pentacles when it comes out reversed. Okay. And then you get the Page of Pentacles. All right. Overall energy here. Ooh, just like yesterday, we have the Seven of Swords. So someone here, there's something that is taking from us time, energy, love, money, and resources. Again, you guys are going to know what that is. You're going to have this feeling, okay, as soon as I start this reading or as soon as I have started this reading, what is this? Is this a person? Is this a situation? Is it a way that you're communicating to yourself? Remember, you know, the most important words that we'll ever hear are the words that we say to ourselves. And so if you are draining yourself, okay, if you're telling yourself you're not enough or you're not good enough or you have to do more for somebody's love, for more money, for abundance, for whatever it might be, okay, that can also be very draining. This is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Specifically, it's Moon in Aquarius. Now, the first card out you get is the Hermit card, which is the card of Virgo. Some of you are on a very, on a very spiritual quest. Some of you guys, I just got that you might have to come back to earth a little bit. You know, we are spiritual beings having an earthly experience. And Spirit wants me to tell you that there's an importance here of focusing on the everyday. It's really important that you strike a balance. I'm guilty of it. I know so many other people are as well. You know, when we want to just get and sit in our spirituality and meditations and prayer, which is absolutely beautiful, but we cannot neglect our human body. We cannot neglect the mundane, the banal, the everyday. Okay, it doesn't mean that we have to be a slave to that stuff. It doesn't mean that that has to be 100%, but we do have to strike this balance. And that's what Spirit's saying. Some of you might have gone a little bit overboard or might just need to strike that balance. So really going within. The Hermit card is also all about, you know, this quest for knowledge. In some instances, the Hermit finds, you know, the cosmic egg. And, you know, and that's creation, and that's knowledge, and that's wisdom. And you know, and he goes into isolation. He kind of shirks all 3D stuff, puts a sackcloth on and heads up the mountain and, you know, into asceticism. No electronics. And, you know, maybe some of you, maybe some of you have been like not speaking, like being silent for a while or trying to. Also getting into a lot of breath work is what I'm hearing. Some of you, like the Wim Hof method, or just sort of breathing, you know, doing a lot of breath work, which is beautiful. And Spirit's saying, yes, continue to do that. But I'm seeing with this lantern here and shining that light, don't forget that you're having a human experience. Don't neglect your personal relationships that are really important to you. And, you know, the banal, the mundane things that you have to do, like pay the bills and eat and things like that. The Four of Pentacles is interesting because I'm not getting, you know, normally the Four of Pentacles is like this need to release. But I'm really getting, you know, like this is about stability. Like it's really important to maintain this balance and to not be too extreme in materialism and stuck in the 3D, and not too extreme in your spirituality, because, you know, there's a foundation here that's being built or has been built, and it needs your strength. Okay, it needs your strength, and that strength comes in through that balance. Okay, not a traditional read of the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and more specifically, it's Sun and Capricorn. So Virgo and Capricorn coming out. Then you guys get the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Mercury and Taurus, but really it can be any earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And this is about, these are your needs. So going back to that Four of Pentacles right here in the middle, there's a core issue here that you need to focus on. Is it your job? Is it, you know, how you're getting food and paying the bills? Or is it your spirituality? But there's this core issue here, this foundation that cannot be neglected. For some of you guys, you know, this asceticism that we're seeing in the Hermit card, you guys are coming out of that. You are balancing it. Okay, and I'm not against that at all. Please do not think I'm saying, you know, like don't be spiritual or don't do your spiritual practices or don't go on a spiritual retreat. You know, some of you might be going on a spiritual retreat and I can feel like you guys being like, no, I don't want to go back to my life. I don't want to go back to my life. But Spirit's saying there are some things that need to be attended to. Even if you're in the process of a transformation and you're making a shift out of like focusing too much on materialism, there's still people and things that need to be attended to before you can, you know, cut yourself loose and, you know, and do that. Okay, so it's really important energy. The Five of Pentacles is oftentimes speaks to a spiritual journey. It speaks to, you know, normally there are two people walking past a church or a temple, and they're cold and they are injured or they don't have the appropriate clothes, but they're bypassing the comforts, you know, of a warm meal and being, you know, indoors. And it's kind of like you bypassing, you know, earthly pleasures, because Spirit is also saying to you, for some of you, it's about that as well. Like some of you might be neglecting your earthly pleasures, not just your bills and all that horrible, boring stuff. But again, for some of you, you know, human touch or making love or eating really good food, you know, watching movies, like whatever it is, like, you know, indulging in art and good books and stuff. Like don't neglect that is what I'm getting here from this Five of Pentacles card. And then we get the Knave of Pentacles. So the Knave of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles. This is about springtime. It can represent Aries, Taurus, Gemini, or any sort of earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's more planning needed here. Yeah, so I am really getting that some of you want to, like, you've either met someone or you've discovered spirituality or something that you really want to do, and you kind of want to just like blow everything off and just go for it. And Spirit's saying there needs to be more planning. You can do this, like you can shift your life, you can transform your life, and you can walk a much more spiritual path. You may need to, that might be your higher calling, but Spirit's really asking you here to, like really asking you here with this Page of Pentacles to plan and to do it right and cross all your I's and dot all of your T's. We are in retrograde season, so right now making these like really huge decisions is maybe not the best time. Sit with it. Give yourself some distance from this. Whatever, I get there's this passion. I feel like some of you might even be thinking about quitting a job because you just don't want to be a part of that anymore, or you want to move off the grid or something like that. And Spirit's saying that's fine. There's that room to do this, but there's a time and a place, and really your team, I'm being told, really want you to do it right. Okay, to do it right, and most likely not during retrograde season. Okay. How's that for financial advice from a tarot reader? All right, let's see what additional messages we have for the collective. You get service. I feel good when I can help others. Some of you guys have heavy Virgo in your chart. Heavy Virgo. Also, I think you might be thinking you are going to be okay in making this transition, but Spirit's saying that you have to take into consideration anybody that depends on you. So like children, spouses, parents, friends, maybe even people at work. Now, it doesn't mean you have to live for them, and it doesn't mean that you're chained to this. I mean, children, yes, are different, right? Like dependence, like actual dependence, but if we're talking about adults and things like that, doesn't mean you're chained to them. But remember also the good that you do. Okay, and so and Spirit wants me to tell you how valuable you are. So like making this a smooth transition where you're standing in your truth and your authenticity, although that is the most important thing, that we can make this a smooth transition. Okay, so if anybody's out there, thinking about pulling the trigger right now, on this job or, on your living situation, Spirit's saying, wait, let's just wait for the most appropriate solution to come to us. All right, surrender. I can release my need to control. Yeah, so again, having that patience, not trying to control the outcome. There's something you want. There's something you need. It could be a totally, completely different way of life. It could be a person. It could be, a different job. Maybe some of you guys really want, you just want to go full on with your side hustle and leave your job behind. And Spirit's like, I want you to do this right. I want you to do this right. Okay, don't try to control it. Let us guide you here. All right, and then you get envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to pull Queen of the Moon Oracle. I love you guys. You need to hear that. Somebody needs to hear that. I love you. Everything's going to be okay. It's just Spirit's asking you to wait a little bit. Have a little bit of patience. Do this right. Trust. The egg moon. Look at this. All right, so I love that. These little ducks. Some of you might be seeing ducks, might be feeding ducks. The egg moon is beautiful because look, this person is in this protective egg. Some of you guys are really, really ready to jump out of this nest. Whatever this comfort zone for you has been, a job, a relationship, a home, a place. Maybe some of you want to move to a different country or a different state or whatever. But, and I think you're ready. Like this egg is pretty big. This person is really protective. And I think you're ready to branch out. And Spirit's saying you are, right? But Spirit wants you to think about these ducks, the people that may depend on you or who you may be, leaving behind, and to really sort of get, that's funny, get your ducks in a row. All right, my guides are such dorks. Oh my God. Such dorks or such ducks, right? Now I'm just being a nerd. Okay, so I can't go on with that. The egg, but remember, okay, so just really quickly going back to the egg analogy. Remember, this is that infinite possibility. This person who I'm picking up on is going to crack this egg, right? But just give it a little bit more time. All right. All right, fear. Okay, fear. Interesting. Look at that. So I think some of you guys have a little bit of fear that if you don't act now, that you are going to lose courage, or that this opportunity is going to miss, you're going to miss this opportunity, or it's going to pass you by. Wow. Wow. Yeah, and I think you guys feel like the Seven of Swords energy, the more you stay in this situation, like I think you're like, if I don't do it now, I won't be able to do it. And this is a lesson. This is a lesson that you need to learn. Spirit wants you to wait and do it right. And also for you to really sit with this energy and what it is you want, to make sure that you don't put yourself in a precarious situation. All right, because look, here we have all of these birds flying around. There's a lot of birds going here. The importance of seeing the big picture. I'm also getting, you know, with this wise bird, you know, this could be, you know, this is really like getting in touch with your inner wisdom, not only communing with spirit and your spirit guides and through prayer and through meditation, but also taking a look at how other people have done this, right? Because like you're still a little baby in this egg regarding this situation. This is a brand new situation. And spirit says there's some wisdom to be gained by sitting with this before you make an actual decision. But spirit wants you to know it's not going away. Okay, but there does, if you don't plan properly, you know, you could sort of shoot yourself in the foot here. Okay, again, they're just making fun of me now, saying get your ducks in a row. They're telling me to be quiet. That was enough. Don't be afraid. Everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to. You know, you don't necessarily have to sit in that yang energy of making the decision and, you know, taking the bull by the horns and doing it all right now. All right, sorry about the background noise. The dog's chiming in. All right, and you know what's interesting? As he barked, I thought of the Fool card. And you know how the Fool is about to step off a cliff and there's a little dog pulling at his, you know, at his leg or at his, you know, jeans or at his pants, you know, saying, you know, a little warning, wait, let's see if this is where we want to go. Okay, so you guys get healing the divine masculine. Wow. Wow. So there's no, you guys, I love when this happens in our readings. I just started talking about, you know, being in the divine masculine, right? About like not having to be in that yang energy, because there's something that needs to be healed before you do this, okay? Before the Fool, before your little dog warning you and barking you lets you jump off that cliff, divine masculine energy within you, or if you're divine feminine, divine masculine has to be healed. So look at that. Love it. I love it. I've never gotten this card before. All right, so I'm reading from Alana Fairchild's Isis Oracle. Yeah, this is the warning. The divine masculine needs to be healed first. I'm just going to repeat myself so that's really clear. We all have masculine and feminine energies within us. So again, it could be that divine masculine, like your aspect, your masculine side is out of balance, whether that's overactive or underactive. You guys are going to know what that means. For others of you, if you're divine feminine and you're ready to sort of like jump into this, Spirit's saying if it's moving towards a person, okay, that you need to make sure that check in and make sure that divine masculine, if you're divine feminine, has done the healing work so that this can be a fruitful, amazing manifestation of love and union. All right, so hold on. Let me just find this. All right, here we go. So healing the divine masculine is with men and women, it's the energy that allows for protection, discernment, healing, and a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of life. When the masculine within us is healthy and strong, we have an inner strength to hold ourselves through anything. And look, I just want you to go back, you know, the 4 is Emperor energy, right? In the major arcana. And we have the Four of Pentacles and we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse going back to that Four of Pentacles. This is divine masculine. You need that inner strength because you're going to have to hold up a lot, okay? You're going to have to be strong and to hold yourself safe through anything, because this is going to be a journey, okay? This isn't going to be easy. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in his ability to offer you inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom with creative expression. Oh, I love that. I really am going to recommend that you guys go back and listen to what I just read. Awesome. For some of you, this is balance within. For others of you, you're ready to sort of like chuck it all and move towards the divine feminine, okay? Or the divine masculine, towards another person. Spirit's saying there's still some inner work that needs to happen. There's still some healing that needs to happen so that we can do this right. Okay, so we can do this right, and so that's awesome. All right, because we don't want anything to become something that drains us, or we don't want to, for example, we don't want to be the fool and step off that cliff and not have all of the tools to sort of dance that dance. Okay, so final messages. So we'll take a look at my little Dorian Gray. You know, it's funny, when I mentioned this earlier, Oscar Wilde and Dorian Gray sort of wanting, you know, being afraid to get old. You know, some of you guys feel like your time is running out. And again, that's a lesson that needs to be learned here, because Spirit's very clear. You know, get your ducks in a row. It makes me laugh. I'm like such nerdy guides here. But get your ducks in a row. But it's also this sense of urgency is coming from being like, maybe feeling like you're gonna miss the boat somehow, or you're gonna miss that period of time where you can actually do this. And Spirit's saying this is the lesson. This is the lesson, because it's not true. And if it's really for you, if it happens tomorrow, if it happens next week, or if it happens a year from now, it's still for you. Okay? And so please have faith. Inner power. Boom. Oh my gosh. Okay. By your own command, you brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. Oh, you guys, I love it when this happens. I love it when this happens. Okay, and then you get passages. We've had this before. Spiritual signs of inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. Yeah, so sit with the process, you guys, even if you want it to happen faster. Spirit's saying there's a lesson here. And the journey is sweet, and it's just as sweet as the outcome, or almost as sweet as the outcome. This is powerful stuff, you guys. Powerful, powerful stuff. All right, I'm going to leave it there with you. I love you so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. And most of all, I want to thank you for all your love and support, and I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.